My name is Chris Simmons and this is The Average Climber, where we bring you product reviews, tricks, tips, and anything else you guys might need to help in your climbing endeavors. This is our very first video with our brand new partnership, Climbing Hold Reviews. For the last few years, Climbing Hold Reviews has been the leader in the industry to let you guys know what's good, what's not, and what's new in the climbing world. With this brand new partnership, we hope to bring you guys a lot more training reviews and a lot more reviews constantly throughout the year. This is our very first review with them, and this is for the Atomik Climbing Hold Steep Sloper Series. These holds are specifically meant to go on steep overhung terrain, specifically in the 45, 55, and even 60-degree angles. This is for the medium steep wall slopers. These holds have a pretty large footprint, about the size of your hand. However, the holding area for these holds is very small, which puts them inside the medium category. These holds are pretty hard on an overhanging wall. I would say the easiest you're probably gonna get is about V3, V4, depending on how big your foothold size is, and increasingly more difficult the smaller your feet go. These holds work really good at any angle or any position on them. They're very directional dependent, so depending on which way you set them, they're gonna be harder or easier. These holds all have a very nice hollow back on them, making them very light and very easy to set with. As you can see, very, very nice hollow back, taking out a lot of the weight and all your shipping costs as well. These are the large steep slopers. These holds are a little bit different than the mediums. They have about the same footprint. However, these are more of cobbles as opposed to like protrusions outside of the wall. They are maybe the most cheatable out of the entire series, only because they're protrusions and they're more oval shaped. You can get minusculely a thumb catch on them, or maybe like a hard side pull with a thumb catch on them. They have the same great texture that every single hold from Atomik has, and once again, a really, really nice hollow back on all of these holds to make them light for your route setting needs. These are the extra large steep wall slopers. As this hold line progresses in size, I think they really start to shine on the wall, purely because of the size and the fact that they don't have any sharp edges or nicks or spots that are gonna cut your skin or anything like that. They're very ergonomic, and you can start to get really wild on your throws and your setting on how you want to set and make sure you're having really fun dynamic movement, because there's nothing on these holds that are going to end up hurting you. These holds are really, really fun at any setting, because you can do like a really, really awesome side pull, and they're borderline almost a jug on my wall. This wall is at 50 degrees or a little bit slightly over, because we're not architects or anything like that. So, but they're almost like a jug start on, like, especially on this hold on the 50-degree wall. I can double hand this one, no problem. But the other holds do get a little harder, as you'll see in the review. Once again, with the XL holds, all of these holds have a really nice clean haulback design on them, really crisp, nice edges inside of here, really cutting down your shipping costs and also the weight when you are lugging these up a really long route. This is the XXXL steep wall sloper. Once again, as these holds get bigger, they get a lot more fun to get wild on. This hold is essentially 4 whole hands wide. No thumb catch on it, and as you can see, it's pretty positive. It can hold on to it on our 50-degree wall without really any problem, without any feet. And as you get more angled on your hold and on your setting, it gets progressively harder. Once again, with the XXL, really, really sweet hollow back, cutting down a lot of the size and the weight. 2 set screws. We had no problems with this hold like bobbing off or any of the sides coming off of it when we were hanging on it or pulling really hard or pulling off the wall or anything like that, because of the great set screws that they have set in here. Really nice recession on here to make it kind of like hide away. Nice Atomik logo on top of it as well. Same great texture that you get on any of your holds, and might be kind of fun on a vertical wall. This is the XXXL sloper. This is the biggest one out of the entire line. This thing's massive. It's like obviously bigger than my forearm. Get 8 sets of hands on this thing, and you can tell by the chalk use on this thing that we really started having fun with it, making dynos off of it, stand starts, jump starts, anything we could really think of to really put this thing to the test. Like I said, really fun hold, obviously matchable, and even matchable to the point where if you really had to, or if you really wanted to set something crazy like that, you could get a really good solid heel hook on this hold. It's that big. Obviously a really solid toe as well, but heel hook would be really fun and really something cool to see, like a hand heel match or something like that on this hold. Like I said, huge, massive hold. This thing shines as a undercling as well. We set a really fun problem with it. Obviously with the feet, we had to go a little bit larger because of the angle on the hold. But you could probably set upwards of a double-digit boulder problem on your wall if you had really small feet. Again, this hold I think would be kind of almost, it's borderline doable. Maybe not doable, but maybe make someone think that they can do it. Upside down on the wall. Still really great texture on here, but again, not really anything to hold on to as far as like pinch goes on the hold. But definitely one of the funnest holds in the entire line, purely because of how big it is and how wild you can get on this thing. It's got the perfect ergonomic edge all the way across it. It's almost as if someone shaped it going like this, and it's just, it is beautiful on your hands. There's no grooves, nothing on here that's gonna cut you or anything like that. You can get really wild and have some fun on this hold. Once again, with the XXL steep wall sloper, this thing is beautifully hollow backed, really nice crisp lines inside of here, making it really neat. 2 set screws. We had no problems with this thing like levitating or pulling off of either side of the hold when we had those set screws in. Probably a hold saver and a wall saver as well. This is probably the hold, if you're gonna be a gym buyer, this is the hold you're probably gonna wanna buy for your walls. This thing's huge. Once again, I think it might be kind of fun to set on the vertical train because it's just gotta be almost unbearably impossible sloper, but it'd be really fun to set something like that if you had a large vertical wall. I can't get over enough of how much fun we had with this hold. Like I said, this hold was probably the funnest hold that we've had on here, just because we were kind of just going wild with it and setting whatever we could think of. From Atomik was nice enough to send us in some sweet steep wall feet. There are 21 feet in this entire set, and these things really require precision and accuracy on any of your footholds that you set, especially on a hard angle like this. They are, they're almost non-existent, but when you hit them, if you apply pressure to them, they end up becoming really good. Probably like one of my favorite feet that I've ever set with and ever had on the wall, purely because they really made you engage your foot and hold body tension on there, as opposed to like a larger foot, you can just kind of throw it on there and it sticks. These holds are actually also big enough that they become maybe like micro crimps on a vertical wall. You definitely get 4 fingers on there. They're about a 1/4 pad on there. So on a vertical wall, you might be able to hold on to it. But really awesome feet, and thank you, Kenny. These were really fun to set with, especially on the steep sloper line. Really caused us to use our body tension and almost learn how to climb on this thing again. That's a wrap for the steep wall series from Atomik. This goes over about 50% of the sloper series and the foot chips that we showed you guys. I just want to kind of give you guys an overview of if you had a home woody or a steep wall cave at your climbing gym. That way you guys aren't just buying a sloper series and, oh, this hold works out of this whole line for our 50-degree wall. All these holds are designed to work on a very overhung wall, so you're not going to be picking and choosing out of the set line. Had a lot of fun setting with all these. Special thanks to Kenny for letting us do this, and also really excited about this new partnership with Climbing Hold Reviews, guys. We're going to be pushing out a lot of reviews and giving you guys a lot more content and info on what's good and what's not in the climbing world. Until then, please share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let us know in the comments below what you guys want to see next, what you guys liked about our video, and if there's any other products you guys like to have us review. Until then, keep climbing and keep training.